you, thank you.
So you have questions about the flu then?
Yes, stop breaking.
Among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
The orphan that regards you as a mother.
Stops breaking.
Please tell me about him, Stella.
Oh.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Yeah, that's
Don't
true.
know.
Pittsburgh.
But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
The fish is on fire.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad.
French fries and fish in the
Poor boy
freezer.
saw
Not
his
sure
dad
if
slip and fall
we'll
from that
eat it today.
scaffolding.
Doesn't sound bad at all. Also, your hair looks absolutely amazing. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm trying to
What
locate
did you
Mr.
eat, if
Sean
you may
Hampton.
ask?
Do you know where he
Today?
could be?
I've eaten yet.
You talking
Except
about
that
the one
I
everyone
ate
calls
a
the
small
sad
salad,
saint?
but I
The
prefer
man who takes care
like
of the homeless.
only on the breaks
The very
of
same,
stream
Mr.
I
Fishburne.
will eat pretty much like
I'm
something
sorry.
super small, like
I
one
don't know
cookie
where
or
his
so,
shelter is,
so the blood sugar
but if you
keeps
ask
up.
around,
But
I'm sure you'll get your answer.
because I'm one of those people who can't eat much during the day,
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
so. Hi, Music Man. How are you today? The pretty much like if I would eat big meal during the break on the stream, then I wouldn't be able to eat until the very evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always
We're
be
asking
a
lots of
good
questions.
evening?
Yes.
I was just
You
being
get that? You don't
polite.
eat too much either.
I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
I thought that Riley, how are you today? Eats moths during the day and night. You mean hello? This game is pretty cool. It is. Damn it. But yeah, how are you today?
What's your occupation?
I
You
take care
good?
of
You
my mum.
got your car back
What I
from
do.
the shop yesterday.
She's the
Oh,
only good
happy
thing
to
in my
hear.
life. Even though
Hopefully
that
it
is so good.
keeps working perfectly from now on. Warm.
You seem upset.
Very relatable. It's
Is
like
something bothering
closer to
I lost the
30 at
necklace
the
I bought
moment
her.
in here,
I'm
and
a fucking
it's
idiot. A worthless idiot.
way too fucking warm. Way too fucking warm.
Sometimes it's hard
And now it
to be
needs a
good
new
son.
leather
I
pump.
just wanted to smile.
Damn it!
No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated.
Hi,
like
Cream Sewer, how are you today?
God knows she deserves it.
What can you tell me?
Well,
about this
hopefully.
part in town?
Shithole filled with maggots.
That's not costly,
Liars and thieves, all
I'd
of
say.
them.
Hate it when things
Are
fall
you
apart,
thinking about someone?
especially in the cars.
Nope. Hate them all. Especially
Here
the
it's like
petty,
32 in
whining little
Finland.
Shitbag
Yeah.
beggars.
Way too fucking much.
Is there no
Way
one who
too
deserves your
fucking much.
leniency then?
Well,
Well, we
Something
have
I
the
like
weather
is
command
somewhat
now
of a
on.
decent bloke.
Only
At
29
least,
is
unlike
Sweden.
most maggots, he knows how
Guess
to
time
listen
to-
without opening his trap.
Or else the Sweden. Oh no.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to
Well, yeah,
hear
still
again.
away 2 months. Like
The
20
doctor
plus
concerns
Celsius
the
is
health of
quite
his
pleasant.
patients.
You can go outside with
I could use
dress
some
or so,
on
or
several
shorts.
matters, in fact.
But wait, what? Kääntämiskorjauksen merkitys. Oh, you mean the stuff
I
that
don't
you
know
say?
which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well,
You
Mr.
just don't
Reed?
go outside during the
I would say
sun
it's a
out.
convenient way for gaining people's trust.
Relatable. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. But yes, very, very relatable.
Any chance you can help me find Sean Hampton?
The sad saint. Why would you talk to that cunt?
Actually, that's confidential.
Really?
Today's
Go ask someone else then. I'm sure Tom
Super.
Watts will gladly answer you.
Wait, what? Sorry for confusing. Yeah, I'm just very confused. Like, where did I even add that word? So, yeah. Wait, who
Goodbye,
the fuck
Mr. Fishburne.
wanted gift? Find Southampton. Fuck. I got something that I was supposed to do, but I forgot what it was. This one? Details. Not sure who he is giving a gift, because I did not listen here. Oh! Yeah, I did not think about it, like...
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Have you eaten a lot of people? Yes.
I have retrieved the gift for your mother, sir.
Great.
We have.
Give it
Quite
here
a lot.
then and take
No
this for
worries,
your
already.
trouble.
No
I
worries.
also found the corpses.
But
The
yes,
ones
we are
under
doing the
which
high chaos run, so we are basically trying to eat them all. But
So
at the
that's where I
moment, the
left
thing
it.
that is stopping
can be
me
a bit
from
stupid
eating
sometimes.
them is the lack of mesmerizing skill. Speaking of sewers, the inevitable sewer levels is just about every game ever made. Well, except sword games, you think.
As a man of science, I'd like to try to understand why you killed those people.
Why does
Fair.
there need to be a reason? They were just there. It happened.
Though I'm
That's all.
expecting
You're not
that
a
there is
mindless
probably a
animal, Seymour.
soccer game
Surely
where
you
is
have something
probably
to say
above the
about
level
these
as well.
matters. Speak up and I will listen without judgment.
Could be
You
right,
play with
Dr. Reed.
Edmonton Oilers.
Maybe it'll do some good to confide in a gentleman like you. You being educated and all.
Personal question.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone
If
you
there is,
trust,
you will
someone
modify
who
your
cares
statement.
about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum. I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel
Baseball.
better.
The football or in soccer?
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
How many? How many
Nothing
victims?
knowing
It's
North
not like I
American
keep
sport leagues,
records.
except ice
It
hockey and
happens
basketball.
when it happens.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
That right? Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her.
You did not
Can't you
have
see
sports
the
relations
awful
with that league.
situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
I understand your mother's situation. Obtaining justice at the price of betraying her own flesh. It's quite a dilemma.
It might be my mum's wish that I end up swinging from a hangman's noose. But she wouldn't want to be the one who ties a knot round my neck.
Only a brutal no sports. Me neither.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Whoop. You know soccer ball?
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne.
What is
May I
sport
come
and
in,
can you
please?
eat it? I think it's
Of course.
something you can eat. I think.
I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep.
It's locked.
Been nothing but...
Your son's gone way beyond
Let's
simply
eat
bullying
sports.
people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words.
Is
It was
Formula
several days
E
after one
an
of his
e-sport? Technically yes,
episodes.
technically no.
Why did he confess? Did you suspect something?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
More than I could stand. The words he used to describe his
I don't even
Hate.
know what Formula E is.
rage.
Arl
How
e-sport.
he feels
It's
when he's
glorified
done it.
e-sport.
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect
good
Seymour?
Crazy.
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
I understand your pain, but you cannot mother him forever.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Probably
Seymour
something
used
to
to be
do with
such a happy
driving fast
child.
with a Formula
And he
car.
is still
Would they
a
go fast?
helped son
Hopefully.
most of the time.
And they complain about the engine
When he
sounds.
gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All
But
men
not
and
the
women
fun.
are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
Science has only just begun to investigate the mysteries of the human mind. Currently, we have more assumptions than fact.
There ain't no hope then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
Okay, so I think we are gonna eat this lady.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne.
At that
Take
point,
care of yourself.
when we have enough mesmerization skill to eat also the son of hers. Just in case, because he might go rampage and try to kill everyone. I think all the gasoline used in sports should be banned immediately, like F1, NASCAR, IndyCar, etc. Why? The family meal. Yes. You don't want to raise in your experience in seeing Mika Hakkinen winning his first championship. That's worth of seeing, I would say. Okay. In your first playthrough, 8 people using moral decisions based on how
Even
bad they
miss.
were.
Well, I never. That's a first.
Yeah,
Customers who make
I
that
could
much
say
less rarely
relatable.
come
On my
back.
first
Never
playthrough,
mind
I
in fancy
didn't want to
togs.
kill
I'm
people,
much more myself
but I
than
needed
when we
to
first met.
experience,
I'm
so I
Jonathan,
ate people
Dr.
who
Jonathan
would
Reed.
Welcome back to the turquoise
be
turtle then,
disgusting
Doctor.
people.
I'm
I
Sabrina
tend-
Cavendish. How can I
Who
help you?
determines what is bad? Well, you guess the player. Exactly. The about bad people in this game, there are people.
Excuse my curiosity, but
Like there
where
was the one
exactly are
guy
you from,
who
Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you?
people couldn't pay the
What, my
rent for
name?
him,
Or my
so
complexion?
he made them pay with other ways.
Believe me, I
If
never
masses
judge
decide
someone
anything,
on their
we're
place
doomed.
of birth or the color of their
Then
skin.
there
If
is
that's
people
true, you'd be one
who
of the few not to make fun of me. Just
kill
you, Tom,
others
Dyson,
for the fun
Miss
of it.
Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
People who rob mass
I'm
graves
sorry
and
if I
such.
worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor.
And then
from
there is
Bombay,
the people
and my
who
mum was a maid.
try
up in
their
Glasgow.
best to save everyone
married in
else,
London.
even though it meant
And
that
here
they
I
are
am.
keeping an illegal hospital.
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You'd best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most
By the way,
locals
are
will
you
rob you
feeling
blind
better,
or
Queen? You
worse.
mentioned you were having
You best
issues
mind
the
your
other day.
step.
Oh yeah, because I was very, 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 very uncomfortable about going into the cabin, into the woods.
If you're uncertain about your safety here, the docks might
So,
be the right place
yeah, I
for
have
you.
been
I've got
feeling way better since I
responsibilities.
came back home
And
yesterday.
it's not like I got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colourful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. Least it's not happened yet.
Yet.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish. Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
He's gonna give a lot of experience when he's fully healed and all that.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me.
Eat the
deep
Ritz.
inside. She just has to learn
Eat
to
them
control
all.
it.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps,
According to
you being a doctor, you could
Rex,
go
there
there and
is
come back.
zero
Doctors
Finnish
aren't
human
immune
whose last
to
name is
disease, you know.
Bree, thus allowing you to
Very well.
legally change your own to
Show me where it
Bree.
is. I'll see what I
Is
can
this
do.
uhka vai
Oh, thank you,
mahdollisuus?
sir.
I think the
Here's the
answer
key
for
to
that
get
is
in. You're about to save many dry throats.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
Only
warehouse
pouring
key.
alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
What can you tell me
Oh,
about
by the way,
this
does
plot of
anyone
town?
know if
It's not
Remnant
that
from
bad.
Ashes
Thanks to
has
people like
crossplay?
the
You
sad
realize that
saint of the
if
East End.
it-
Who?
Sean Hampton,
Left Game
our
Pass, so you
own
need to buy
private
it.
holy figure.
fuck you want to
Few
play?
are foolish enough
Oh.
to make peace with the gangs.
I have it on Epic Games,
Sean
but
is one of
I
them.
don't think it has crossplay, but I could be wrong. Since I sadly haven't gotten to play it too much.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his
The good
faith
news
and
is
need to
you
help
can play
everyone.
Remnant from the Ashes on the Xbox One, and there is access in addition to crossplay between the two generations. You can also crossplay with the PC, though only with players using the Windows Store. This is down to Microsoft servers being different to those of the other PC platforms. This work? No?
The important thing is I find him quickly.
At least doesn't seem right.
Why not try his night asylum?
Ah!
He takes care of those who need
Let
a
me
meal
Google
or a roof
that for
there.
you.
Where
Seen
is
it
it?
in some
It's in an old
streams.
warehouse northwest
Oh.
of here.
Okay,
Just follow the
so
bank
you
to the
could get it
west
from
and
either
go
Steam or
north
Epic
when you
then.
reach the end of the pier.
Probably. How did we survive without Google?
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Yes.
So few clients. With the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
Warehouse.
It's locked.
It's locked, all right. That's better because ignorance is.
It's locked, all right.
We do have seen glimpses of these libraries. I make memories of dark time before Google. You mean other browsers?
Been a while since we've seen any new
Netflix is
faces
already
round here.
Google, by the way.
Perhaps we should
They leave it in the middle of the road. Oh dear. Wasn't there some mysterious fight about that already at the moment going on? About the e-scooters or the freaking thingies. If you leave it in the middle of the road, I'll ban you to the moon and back. And where you walk everywhere. Now would be probably perfect moment to play the Sabatons to hell and back, but turn it to moon and back. Oh, it's Mr. Griffin! Well, I think Mr. Griffin is kinda sorta dead at the moment.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Oh. No relations to Griffin, by the way.
It ain't human! Kill it! Murdering bosses! Snap it, Lynch!
No.
Don't like that, do ya?
Bonk. The door has been unlocked. Hell yeah. Now where is their house? Bonk. Lovely. I got your coffee. Oh, I wish I would have more coffee, to be fair. Bonk. Then spawn upside down. Oh, it's Mr. Fuckface once again. Whoop. Whoop. That is what happens when you let Yebuski inside of your house.
There is a name
Bloody
engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
Has he been here? Well, I wouldn't say been there, since it sounds like he is there.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life
Has he
at
ever
risk.
left Gertrude though?
I'm not afraid of these
You're
Jarl
flying the
freeways,
place
or
down.
whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
One
I wasn't
all-seeing
specifically
Yebuski.
referring to them.
Rip
but
indeed.
Are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy.
Boy.
I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself.
Also, why is he
Get some
like
answers.
he isn't drunk as far as I know, but
As I
why
said,
he's
your
like
life
moving like this
risks
all
to
the
stay
damn
here.
time?
And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should
Walk
leave,
him
sir.
out.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
Remember to burn down the new place too. It might be bugged already. There is Yabuskis everywhere. Maybe he's been drunk so long he can't stop swaying. That sounds like it could make sense. Evening, good sir. Honk, honk. Have one drunk drinking beer 12 hours a day under your window. I would ask, are you sure it's not Yabuski? But as far as I know, he also goes to work. Yeah! I think. Unless if he goes to drink beer under your window for 12 hours. Well, he's a professional drunk. Ah. But who is paying for him for that? Is it like cities have a certain amount of drunks they need? It's a prof killer. I see, I see.
Evening, Rufus.
Oh no.
So long, Rufus.
You don't get
Be
ideas.
careful. Take care.
Nah, already was that. I don't need to do that again. So he's even competitive drinker with Kella sponsors if you got the jealous. I'm sorry, Yabuski. I'm sorry. I started this. My deepest apologies.
Seems like the guard at Frewen is on Sean Hampton's trail too.
Ah. Smack! 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 Oh, I got the fancy pistol.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing,
For
he's become a murderous beast.
opens a beer. What they is. And suddenly there's weighing of the NPCs. As you talk to them, doesn't seem as strange to you anymore. You realize that you're doing it too. Because they're like... Nice sound effects in this game though. Mm-hmm. Now where the fuck is the storeroom and where the fuck do we find a damn gin?
Shit, that leech is fast!
I think he wanted to poke me, but he couldn't. You think you ate too much cake once again and you're not feeling too good, senseless. Aw, what cake did you even eat? This started as In the kitchen making French toast. Bottle of alcohol. What? He just completely did something to avoid me hitting you. Honestly, I have no idea what that is called in stupid strawberry cake. Oh! Have you found strawberries on the store? Because I haven't seen any yet at all, and it fucking pisses me off because I can't make strawberry cake if I can't have strawberries. So make a mystery cooking stream. Smack! Ooh. Yeah, I had some strawberries. They're expensive AF though. Can you imagine? To be fair, strawberries are always fucking expensive. I guess one of the reasons why there is saying in Finnish about when something is super expensive, it costs strawberries. But cloudberries, if you want to buy something fucking expensive, it's cloudberries. Fucking berries. Well, just get out of there and pick some. Yeah, that could work. But I don't do well with sunlight, and I already burned my shoulders and back, so not too tempted. You don't know your mom made that, and you picked those strawberries first. I picked those strawberries also. But do you think there is some on the markets, like said above? They are expensive this year. Health food in general is expensive AF there. It's almost to the point where eating fast food is cheaper. Civilization 6 in summer sale. Opens wallet. Goodbye money. Just heat lamp so you can get out at the night then. But I don't think any strawberry places would be too happy if I go in the middle of the night and be there like,
I have this
I have some strawberry.
thirst for blood.
109. Thank you for the follow-up. Received. Food is crazy expensive. Yep, and it's only getting more. .85. Discount. Yep. Couldn't they just lower the price on few things? I just spent almost 100 euros on grocery and brought the cheapest stuff possible and the bare minimum of things. Hey. Vampire poster. Lovely. This heat lamp so you can get out tonight. Great and stuff, okay? Alright, where in the fucking hell is the gin that we were supposed to? Over. I think this was where we already were kind of sort of. For a moment you pulled the same sim again that you already have. Glad it wasn't. Ah, you thought. Do you mean in Steam? Because you shouldn't be able to buy the same one. Shouldn't be. Unless if there is like a smaller similar, like difference for it. But yeah. So it should just take it out of the price, I think. Possibly maybe. Been sneaking around places enough to stain on your passport and other stuff, so trust you, you're professional. No one would care if you went to your local strawberry farm during darkest hours and picked some, unless you go rogue and pick whole bushes from like 100 square meter area. It happens every summer, kind of a lot. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the person who does illegal stuff. No, thank you. So takes notes. Yep.
It's locked.
It's locked. All right. Here is someone.
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy. If not, I'll find you something.
Goes out with steel strawberries for you.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say?
So
How
you.
terrible.
Oh dear.
I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
No. I am not a doctor. I'm professional. I'm not goblin. And I'm gonna steal everything what you fucking own.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right.
So, Dr. Tippett,
Hello.
what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me
Actually
Enid,
surprised you
Doctor.
didn't get timed out
I'm
for
very
translating
happy to
like
see
that.
you again.
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son? No idea at all.
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
Don't worry. Jack will come back.
Yes, he will. It won't be long before he's back. He must be out there somewhere making money. Yes, that's what he's doing.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippett. I must confess I haven't felt that well of
And
late.
especially of super powers, if it's not.
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. I would never say that to him, of course.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh, no. I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about
He has
some terrible
almost a
illness
square
going around.
that lets some nice words
I
out
would
of
say
him
in
of
that
to-
case,
He didn't
Dr.
often
Tippett.
telling her to rest. 0 out of 10 game. Yep. That's bad. Go like that.
I found this watch. It was a gift from you to your boy, wasn't it? I think it should return to you now.
Oh, I remember. Yes, I recall
You
the
also
day I offered
know that
Jack
in the
this watch.
studios, a request
was
Pentagon was
such a
made to turn part of the
beautiful
office into a small floor
Thank
hockey
you, sir.
rink sometimes.
Trinkets and
Yeah,
possessions
gaming
help us
studios
remember
are
our past.
interesting from
Promise
the
me you'll not lose it.
stuff they
I
have.
would never lose anything
They
that
always
belonged
seem
to Jack.
pretty fucking awesome places to work.
Why don't you take this,
That's how working
Dr.
should be.
Tippett?
Fun. Mm-hmm.
please?
Where do
For
you
your
get these
chapter.
infos? The skeleton infos?
I'm looking for a Sean Hampton.
When you have lived
Do you
in
know
as
where I
many
might find
places as you
Sean
have, you see some
Hampton, you
pretty
say?
cool stuff.
The name does seem vaguely familiar, but alas, I cannot
Can
recall
only
from
imagine.
where.
Goodbye, Miss Gillian.
Very reliable sources. Yep. Well, you have actually been to all of these studios.
Are you certain you're not lost,
Super
sir?
cool. Not gonna.
You seem quite strange.
Slightly jealous, but mostly super happy for you that you got the chance to. That sounds amazing. Hello, dead body. You don't know about others, but the studio you use for work has some old flippers and such arcade stuff. You always got to pay for 1 extra hour just because they are fun to play. Yeah, you look amazing, Eve. You know that? You're amazing, Eve. Aw, thank you, Radix. Counter-Strike Department. Not for work, but just trips during college with the CS department. And during a summer program on game design. As I said, pretty fucking cool.
You always ask me for advice, Jack. Why would I?
Did you hack a lot in the CS? Anyway, sounds nice. Take your time, Radix. You only did enough to get a minor in it, but you went to hackathon once.
Please, sir. Come and have a gander.
Ooh. Your focus was on development. Boop.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
Programming
None
is
taken,
more
sir.
of a hobby
But
for you.
please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Show me what you have to offer then, Mr. Nightingale.
Well, he has a mysterious paper. And come on, handlebar. Buy. I don't know why he has a blood sample, but it's mine now. Right. Box. Would you now talk to me, you fuckface?
I know I've got...
Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call me that.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir?
I just needed
Should
you
I
to
join the
know.
Wet Boot Boys
I
like
love you.
so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
What can you tell me about the
Hey.
neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so
Is it
much
that
trouble
she
remembering
possibly
things.
has Alzheimer?
She's taken me for a son more than once.
Why not try seeking help
Hello,
instead
Dolphin.
of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. Heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for
The
help.
dolphin is very creepy with the green
Sometimes
screen
it can
effect.
be the
Yes.
best course of action.
This is weird,
I don't
since the
feel okay
dolphin
with
is
that.
just light blue.
I'm gonna make a name
Also,
for
hi,
myself,
Simon
and I'll do
Flamer.
it by
How are you
myself.
today?
I'm looking for Sean.
It's part of
Hampton.
the Matrix, yes.
Can you help me?
He's a caretaker.
Radioactive
for the poor,
dolphin.
Something like that. Yes.
Sorry, I don't know where he is.
Goodbye.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite a stranger to these parts.
Let me
Good
in.
evening, Miss Gillingham. May I come in?
This is
course,
what real
of
dolphins look
course.
like.
So, Dr. Tippets, what brings you back here? We haven't talked in quite some time.
Yes, I am Dr. Tippets.
Tell me, Enid, why do you feel guilty about your son?
I know I'm a burden to my Jack. I know my mind and my thoughts are drifting away. I'm so sorry. I can't help
That
it.
could
This is
as
not
well
your
be
doing,
true.
Miss
I have
Gillingham.
never seen a real dolphin.
You do not have to apologize for your condition.
Of course I don't,
You're very
Doctor.
overheated.
I've
You
done
spent the
nothing
day with
wrong,
your
I
family
swear
at
it.
your father's farm. It
What
was great,
exactly
but
are we
Jesus, the
talking about
kids,
here?
and your energy. Can't blame you. Can't blame you.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
But also, if it's super warm out there, have you remembered to eat and drink enough? Wait, it says that. Wait a minute, how? So I am.
Personal hydration is at optimal levels.
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy.
Yeah, that indeed does work. Would love to do that as well, but I can't.
I hope the turn
As I did burn
evening,
my
miss.
shoulders and
I'm
part of
Dr.
my neck,
Jonathan
so
Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening,
everything
sir.
hurts, let me tell
My
you.
name
Everything
is Giselle
hurts.
Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
After
Sir,
seeing the Thames
I've
at
led enough
Central
strikes
Europe,
when I
you
had a
feel
job
like
to
living in
identify
Finland.
you
That's a lot.
as an
Yeah.
enemy of the working class.
You speak of strikes and
It doesn't.
class.
Hi,
tension.
Hesse, how are you today?
Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union?
Well, it's hell, but
You bet I
much
am.
less hell, okay.
Well, I was. Nowadays,
There
I'm
is
just
a
another
hell
worker
in
blacklisted by
hell.
the big companies.
You lost your job because of
That is very
Those
much
bastards
true.
really hate
That
the work.
is
who
very
refuses
damn
slave
true.
wages and unsafe
Hesse has a
conditions,
point, yep.
especially when it's a
Was
war.
not expecting that.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
I don't think they robbed her. She's just being dick. If I remember right.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you,
You're trying
I'm a
to
doctor.
wake up and eat
You
breakfast
have to
before
work a
going
lot
back
to
to
earn
work.
that
Oh.
Oh,
Well, I do wish you the best
doctor.
luck, and I hope it goes
Born
well.
with
I like
money
her
in a
hat.
nice house, were we?
It's
Was Daddy
interesting.
a banker or a
You put
doctor
a
himself?
freezer in a towel.
Why such
How did
hatred?
the freezer feel about
Are
this?
you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Oh, it's
Tell
like
you what,
Beckabooba.
Just spend a few
Almost
weeks
28
here,
Celsius
and then
there.
ask me that question again.
Welcome to the club.
If you're
You
still
praise the
alive,
God
honey.
that you can swim and drink from your nearby rivers without having to worry about bullshit like crocodiles or hippos.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh, you want information instead? Well, here's some for you.
The
Giselle
doctors during
Paxton
an
does
epidemic
not like
are
you
so
at all,
lazy.
Doctor.
You know, we have been running the whole damn city to save
You
everyone.
don't know me.
And she calls us
and yet
lazy.
You see me as an enemy.
Well, she was drinking outside and losing her money.
Clothes, words, tell me everything
The thermometer
about you,
says
sir.
it's
I
31
know
there.
your kind, and you
You shall
don't
actually go
belong here.
play some board games. Have a great rest of your stream queue and chat. Stay safe and awesome. Hydrate. Well, thank you for stopping by, Radix. Have an amazing rest of your day and enjoy the board games. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow again, if not later today. By the way, was the dolphin cuddled? Yes.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reed.
He's some damn asshole.
I'm looking for Sean
Thank you
Hampton.
for the lurk. I
Can
appreciate
you
it.
help me?
What is it you want?
This
Does
book
he owe you
almost
money?
agrees with your
Has he
meter, though.
displeased your Royal
Almost.
Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr.
Oh,
Fancy
it would
Pants.
be quite a pleasant in the Olu right now.
Well, I'll leave you for now.
Something.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
It's 29
Can I
Celsius.
help?
There.
A fancy doctor
moment.
lurking at night by the docks.
In
Not
here.
fishy at all.
And what
I'm
about you?
located.
Working outside at night in
It
this dangerous part of town.
30
You want
Celsius.
to know my secret? I'm
Still
trying
hot,
to earn
not
money.
pleasant. True.
And I'm Lottie
But the
Paxton,
heat
by the
index
way.
is 34.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As
Pleasant
long
would
as I
be
have good
50.
legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
Also, no sunshine would be pleasant.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
The high
It's
point
just
of
the
the
nickname
heat
of
index
Sean
today is
Hampton,
supposed to be
the sad
26.
saint
Ugh.
of the East End.
It's a real
He
killer.
gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
Not always sad. I am.
What can you tell me
Pleasant
about
would
this
be like
place?
minus 30.
How are
Cup of
things
warm
It
coffee.
may be
blanket,
okay for a
and
strong
sofa.
girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like
I like
yourself.
you into Rachel. I
Better
like
watch
you.
your back,
Like the way
Mr.
you think.
Reed.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs,
And
the
fire.
thieves,
Yes,
the
a
drunks,
fire pit.
the jobless. A man
Be
with your
great.
fancy clothes
I'd
would
rather
attract
have
a lot of
minus 30
attention.
than this.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that.
Well,
And if
during
you get
the
into
winter,
trouble,
you can
you can
only
always
put.
seek help at Sean
clothes on.
Hampton's shelter.
During
No
the
one would
summer,
dare
you
to
can
be
only
violent
take
there.
so much stuff
You really think
until
I
you have to
should go
turn,
back to a
like,
safer
take off
place?
your skin.
No. I think
That
you had better
castle,
stay
I
and help
always
as many
am.
people
Hit
as
me
you
like a
can.
truck.
Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Hi, Oni Teeth. How are you today?
I'm looking
Got
for
the girl
Sean
full
Hampton.
skeleton.
Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He
And
was
you
a
can become
patient
the
of mine at the
decoration in my
Pembroke
house.
Hospital.
I mean, what?
But he left.
You good? Happy to hear?
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon
You
enough.
mean the best part of summer is the fact that you are like forced to wear shorts and let your dino tattoos loose on your leg. Just don't let them too loose or they'll run away. Got to be worried of that too.
I know I promised you I'd
Let's say they collect some attention while outside. Can imagine. A deco at your house. Sounds like a good deal. You know, Alfred needs friends too. Dino tattoos are cool. Very relatable, yes. Very high